Hello, my beautiful Tauruses. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic month. Don't mind me while I'm trying to get situated here. And don't mind the little orbs that are floating around. I'm pretty sure that they're likely just dust coming up from my rug because I have a dog, which you'll likely meet. Because I should have picked up I guess it's not so bad. My apartment's pretty clean. Anyway, I digress. So, welcome to Princess Key Tarot. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Still very new, as you can tell by, well, the number of views and such, and subscribers. So please, if you're watching this, do me a solid and subscribe, because I guess that's how YouTube works. You subscribe and then more people see it. I'd really like to get a good decent group of people that I connect with and can hopefully help and all of that good stuff. So I'll just kind of let you know, I guess, basically how this works. So this is going to be the remainder of your February, starting with your recent past, current energy, and then just going into the remainder of the month, the last pile here in the spread being the, of course, last week of February going into March. I have pre-shuffled, obviously, did all of the good stuff, meditated on the decks, and, did everything that we should be doing as tarot readers. I just like to do that prior to, the recording, just because I know, personally speaking, I love my tarot readers, and I know a lot of people prefer to see the shuffling. So, if you do, then let me know, because I absolutely have no problem with that. I just find that this, like I said, cuts down on time. I like to use several decks for clarification and to get, just a better idea of what's going on. So I just find doing it this way to be a little bit faster. So this is, like I said, going to be your general reading. I have been finding that with all of the other readings that I've been doing, I think I've got 3 left to do after you. They've all pretty much been the same thing. And even with me, I'm an Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Taurus, Venus, and Virgo rising. All of it has been kind of the same. January happened. It felt as though there was a lot of turbulence coming in from December into January. A lot of emotional things kind of coming back from your past that, felt as though, oh my God, here I go again, doing the same thing over and over. But I really feel as though it kind of hit us this time almost in a way that, okay, I have to make a change in my life. I have to do something. And so it's like this sudden need to make changes. And so coming into February, I think that there is a lot of healing energy going on, a lot of different decisions that you feel you might need to make, or just making a decision in general, whereas possibly in the past some of you may have been feeling stuck and not really being able to make a decision at all, which is because people get scared. They're like, well, what if I'm going to make a bad decision? What if I'm going to make a wrong decision? Well, I kind of go with the whole theory that no decision is a bad decision as long as you're making one, because even if it turns out to be different than what you expected it to be, at least you took the steps to take it. And because of that, it's more than likely going to lead you down a different road than you would have previously been going, or previously would have been stuck in. Thus, finding that perfect job, finding that perfect partner, finding that perfect, just mental clarity. Whereas, that was something that had been missing previously. You may have felt content, but there's a difference between being content and being happy. And I think that we're kind of coming into this, new enlightenment where we're, you know, really getting rid of those past demons, letting go of things, moving on from them, truly healing from them, truly moving forward with whatever direction that is, and, you know, making those changes. Now, like I said, that's really what I've been picking up from most of the reads. A lot of them have been just about more emotional change, an emotional shift, that kind of thing. I haven't been picking up a whole lot of like relationship energy, or really even like finances. I mean, it's kind of been peeking out. There have been a few readings where it's kind of been, if you let this go, there's definitely, you know, some new love coming in, or if you let this go, there's going to definitely be some more abundance coming in with the choice that you're making. But for the most part, it's really kind of been general, in the sense that people are letting go of their anxieties so that they can move forward. Anyway, again, see, I do like to talk, so my readings do tend to be a little bit longer. So I'm sorry, because I know sometimes people like shorter readings and stuff like that. There will be shorter readings. I am going to, once I finally get through all the 12 signs, God love you, tarot readers. It is a lot of work to do these YouTube things. So please bear with me. And like I said, any criticism, anything at all, let me know. I've really been trying my darndest here. But anyway, yeah, so I'll be doing just, you know, love readings, solely love readings, coming up as soon as I get through, like I said, the next few signs that I've got this week, and then be looking out for those, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. Yay! So you'll see here, like just from this spread, some of these have more cards from some decks than others. That's because when I'm shuffling, I just kind of let them fall out as they may. So if two come out from one deck, one comes out from another deck, etc., I feel that those are, you know, important parts of the story. Sometimes that makes readings longer, sometimes, but you know, it is what it is, and I want to be able to get through a true message, and I feel that doing it this way, you know, especially being able to pick up on synchronicities and that type of thing, you know, it really does give us a little bit of a clear message of what's going on, and possibly, you know, what might be happening as the week goes on. And of course, we all have free will. You know, we all have, you know, power to change things and stuff like that. So it's not like, you know, and this is, I like to think I'm really good at tarot. You know, and a lot of the time, and I truly do believe in it, just probably for different reasons than other people. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I just think I think that science and spirituality kind of coincide in a lot of ways. Planetary alignments. I really go by the zodiac. So, very much, it's really important to know what your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs are, especially. You know, maybe I'll do a whole video on that sometime, you know, once I actually have a decent amount of subscribers that would be interested in that. So, you know, let me know. I also do private readings, and I do pendulum readings, all of that good stuff as well. Anyway, so let's get right into it, and I will, get started here. So I'm going to start with the first deck that I shuffled out. I like to start with just going, reading the bottoms of the decks to get kind of an overall energy of what's been going on this week. I really don't feel that time is linear. So wherever this, you know, if you feel that it resonates with you kind of in a different timeline, like, oh, well, this is what was going on last month kind of thing, like, I mean, then yeah, or if you don't watch this until next month and it's kind of resonating with you at that point in time, then that is what it is. I just know that usually when any of my readings usually go about a month out. Most of my clients that, you know, I do personal readings for, it's pretty much a month, and they'll be messaging me being like, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what happened, da, da, da. Obviously with personal readings, they are more personal. There are more of a, you're dealing with this person, and da, 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 da. I know everybody's story is a little bit different. So when reading for a collective of a zodiac, it is, you know, it's different, and you know, and like I said, I think that the more people that are watching it, the more it's going to start resonating with people, because God love you, internet. One good well, one of the many good things about internet is that it does bring people together. It is still energy. It is still energy coming through. So really, I mean, just, yeah, like I said, it's just, I really want to be able to reach people because I feel that I've done that and I'm pretty good at it. So yeah, not to toot my own horn or anything. All right, so on the bottom of our first deck, which is my Archangel power deck, we have got the Queen of Raphael, which would be the Queen of Cups. So there could be a mature, she is a queen, so there could be a mature feminine water sign that is in your life. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It doesn't necessarily have to be, just because with the queen, like I said, she's cups. She's all about emotion. She's all about the waters. These particular cards, first deck I ever bought, they actually have their own little, I call them a floofy deck, just because there's just nothing mean in them. And it says on the bottom, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So there you go. But a lot of the time it can just mean that there could be somebody coming into your life who is either giving you some emotional support. It could be a mother, that you've been confiding in or something like that. Or it could be, someone that you're romantically involved with, or, somebody coming in with an emotional offer, or just, an emotional person in your life that you are feeling emotions for. Like I said, doesn't have to be a water sign, but queens are water. At the end of the reading, I will pull just a couple. I find that they say usually you can go about 10 cards in. So depending if we need to have some more clarification, sometimes I'll pull just a few others under here and just see what we've got. Okay, so this kind of okay, so I mean, this could definitely be all about the loves. Or you could be dealing with a Gemini. So we've got the Lovers card here in my Gilded Tarot deck. So of course this could be, two people coming together. So again, Gemini energy. However, I mean, it could be, like I said, a Gemini that you're dealing with, or it could be a water sign that you're dealing with, that you are feeling romantically involved with, or are romantically involved with. Again, does not have to be a water sign. It can just be somebody that is bringing in some emotional feels for you, a mature person, somebody that's obviously could have water in their chart, but it literally could just be an emotionally mature person. Somebody who just is sure of themselves, has, they're not fooling around. They're coming in, they know what they want, and, they're aware, they've been through it all. They've gone through it, and they are now a queen. They are able to give that stability for family and all of that good stuff. All right, and then on the bottom of just one of my regular Rider-Waite decks, I hope you guys can see that. Oh, the light. So we've got the King of Wands. So fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Jeez Louise, I am Aries. But the king, he is passionate, but again, he is the king. So you very well, being that you are a Taurus, likely have some fire in your chart. You can go to astrologycafe.com and get your free sun chart, as long as you know when you've been born. I really do recommend doing that. It gives you a lot of insight on just a lot of aspects of your life. When people read their horoscopes and they're only reading for their sun sign, and they don't you know, resonate with them, a lot of the time that's why. Because your rising sign is how the rest of the world sees you. That's kind of like the mask that you put on, or the mask that you've kind of became over the years. You're born your sun sign, but you become your rising sign. Your moon signs, that's all about your, you know, your feels and, you know, your dark side, your shadow side, that kind of thing. And then of course your Venus, that's all about your sexy time and all that good stuff, your passion. So King of Wands, they are all about passion. So you could just be really picking up, you know, fire sign energy, or you could be dealing with a masculine, mature fire sign. And it doesn't have to be female or male. So anytime that I always like to use the term masculine or feminine, because I think that we all have masculine and feminine traits. Trust me, I'm an Aries and I have a lot of masculine traits. So there's like I said, so I don't say male or female, because you very well could be a female picking up masculine traits, or a masculine or a male picking up a feminine trait. So again, it's just about emotions. And honestly, I feel even a lot of men do need to have sometimes some of that queen, you know, of cups emotion in them, just because we all need to have that balance. Anywho, but the King of Wands, like I said, so either you are dealing with a masculine, mature person, so somebody who, again, it's a king, it's not a page, it's not a knight, it's somebody who is sure of themselves, somebody who is, you know, willing to put in that effort, and you know, they are confident, they are the starters of things. So either you're picking up that energy or you're dealing with that energy. Oops. He just wanted to fly off there. And then with my good tarot. All right, so we've got the love card. It is the love card in this deck. Whoops. I'm just going to like set that guy down there and just pick up the card because that's better. I want you guys to be able to see. I love this deck. It's so pretty. So it's got the girl laying down with, you know, sleepy, nice lion. So definitely a Leo card. In this deck, I think there are a few extras, because I think there is the strength. There is definitely the strength card. This would just be, this is the love card. And, but of course I still affiliate that with Leo, obviously, because of the lion. So you could be dealing with a Leo or somebody with Leo in their chart, or you really could just be feeling the loves. Like you might have met somebody. You might have met a fire sign or possibly a water sign. We've got the Queen of Cups, actually, just right under that. I just noticed the Queen of Cups was there as well. So just saying. So it could really just be you're feeling some emotion coming in about, you know, you're feeling maybe some love sickness, maybe a little bit of a about a possible, like I said, fire sign or water sign. But it doesn't have to be. It's always, like, I know, like, zodiacs are important and sometimes it's pretty obvious, like, when it keeps coming out. But like I said, especially with general readings, more with personal readings, I'm going to pick out the zodiacs and that those could be people. But when it comes to general readings, it really is, I feel, a lot about the emotions that one might be bringing out. Now, I can definitely say, okay, you're probably, obviously, like, I mean, you're feeling some love, like, definitely. So it's the wands and, like, the king and the queen here. First of all, that's, like, you know, they say that you have a queen, you king, and have a queen and king, and that, like, I mean, quickly out of the deck, definitely means that there is definitely a connection. So already we've got love, lovers, Queen of Cups, King of Wands. There's definitely some passion. There's definitely some love. There's definitely there's a strong connection here. Now, whether that's a new connection or it's a connection that's already existent, we don't know yet. I don't know yet because we haven't gotten there. So let's jump right in. Okay, so first out we have the Seven of Ariel, which would be the Seven of Pentacles, in the regular deck. So this is all about waiting for your harvest to come in. So something that you've been working towards, whether that be, now of course Pentacles are typically about finances and things like that, or something tangible, something that you can touch, taste, smell, hold. So you have been, growing your harvest. You've been patient. You have been working on yourself, working on your finances, that type of thing. And essentially what this is saying is that because you have invested wisely, and it does actually say that you've invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest, review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So things are growing, things are moving along. I haven't yet felt any stuck energy with you whatsoever, which is fantastic. And of course, Pentacles, that is your energy, that is Taurus energy. And then, wow. And then the next one out, we've got the Nine of Cups. So wishes coming true, wishes being fulfilled. A lot of really good things happening for you right now. So that's fantastic. Now, okay, so this is interesting just because I kind of feel this has kind of been a trend too. We have like happy, 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 but then there is always this confliction. So it's kind of like maybe either you feel somebody was sneaky or is being sneaky, or you're trying to get away with something, or you're wanting to kind of like just kind of leave a situation without, saying goodbye. But it's kind of like, there's like in this particular deck, it's like there's the circus in the background, and he's kind of picked up what he could, and he's just kind of off. He's like, I'm done with the circus. I'm done doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I want to move on. I feel kind of like that's what the energy I'm kind of picking up from this. I'm not necessarily feeling that there is a sneakiness. There may have been somebody, like I said, in your past that you've left behind that was sneaky, but I'm honestly just feeling that you're just really at a point in your life where it's like, okay, like I said, I'm before about, people kind of having made the same mistakes over and over and over again. You're tired of that. You're just picking up what you can, leaving those two swords stuck in the ground and running away from the circus. Because then we've got the 10 of air, or the 10 of swords at the end. So this is coming out of a burdensome situation, something that was tying you down, something that was hurting you, making you feel betrayed, that you're finally starting to heal from that. And so with this and this together, it's kind of like you've pulled out those swords, and now you're just going to grab the ones that you've got, and you're just going to take off and move on. You're ready to leave that hurt in the past. And it's fun because it is in, your past current energy. Whatever has happened, perhaps because of this new emotional connection that's coming in, this new passionate beginning that seems to kind of be presenting itself, that you're ready to leave that hurt in the past, because it's in the past. That circus, it's in the background, and you're ready to leave behind if there was a sneaky person or any kind of burdensome situation that had been tying you back, because you've been patient and you've been growing yourself, and you've been making yourself better, growing your harvest, not hurting, anyone, just being independent and happy. And because of that, you're going to get your 9 of Cups, and you're going to get your wishes coming true. So let's find out what's going on with that. Okay, so we have the 4 of Michael, which would be the 4 of swords. So this is just about getting a lot of rest, making sure that you're sleeping, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. maybe meditating. It does say here, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So it's possible that you've been kind of overworking a little bit, or just kind of overstressing yourself a little bit. It's never a bad thing. I mean, it's essentially just saying that you need to be getting more sleep. And possibly the reason for that is because we've got the Knight of the Knight of Swords right after that, which is saying that knights are very quick. It's quick moving communication, or not communication, sorry, like a quick moving energy, something that's fast. And it does actually say on here, time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So perhaps whatever this emotional situation is that you are becoming involved with, just ensure that you're thinking about it logically, that you are not putting too much emotion into it until you think about it logically. So whatever it is, it's coming in very fast. It's just that you need to be patient. You have to, because, it says over here, like, you have been patient, and you are a Taurus, right? So with Tauruses, they are grounded. So just make sure that you're keeping yourself grounded and that you're not getting blinded by, something that could potentially lead you into a dark place, or, make you sad, or make you feel like you've gone, a step backwards. So, but whatever it is, you have the Sun card. So, I mean, it is going to be bringing you happiness. Again, you could be dealing with a Leo, but I think that whatever this is, it's making you very happy, and it's making you, want to celebrate. It's making you want to go out and, celebrate with friends, or celebrate with, with your new lover. Sometimes the Three of Cups can mean third-party situation. It can mean that you might have more than one person to choose from, or that they might have another person to choose from. But we've got the Ace of Pentacles after that, so that is a new offer. So, I mean, it's just one pentacle, but it is a new offer that is going to make you happy. Of course, Pentacles, again, could be job. I'm not picking up job in this at all. There's way too much emotion going on here. So I think that somebody is going to be making you an offer that is going to seem like a grounded, solid offer. It isn't going to be just flippant again. It's going to be from somebody who kind of knows what they're doing. It's not just, it's great. Cups are fantastic when somebody's offering you an emotional cup, but it's important to also have some groundedness with that. As being a Taurus, you're a grounded person. So you can appreciate knowing that you've got stability and, trust and things like that in any new connection that you're making. So again, I feel that this happy offer, it's going to be a very happy offer. It's going to make you want to celebrate with your friends. The King of Swords came out with this again. So we've got the King of Swords twice in this, I guess, basically going into next week. So again, you could be dealing with a masculine, mature air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But also this could mean that, whatever this situation is, you feel that it's a logical one. You feel that this new offer that's coming in, it's grounded, it's honest. Swords are all about honesty. They're about stability. They're about clear communication, being very, very clear with your communication, being open and honest. And I think that this solid, grounded offer that's going to be coming in is going to make you feel as though you are going to, that it is going to be honest. It almost gives you a sense of relief because of the honesty, because of the clear communication. Because it's not a king, or it's not my apologies, sorry, it was a knight over here, but then we have the king. So sorry, Knight of Swords and then the King of Swords. So fast moving communication coming in, which is also going to be very honest, and it's going to be, like I said, very open, and I think that it's going to make you really happy and want to celebrate and have fun, get out, go do things. And it's going to be an offer that, you know, is, like I said, grounded, which will make you happy, being that you are that energy. The last card that we had out with this one is the Fool. So new beginnings, you know, taking a chance on something that you may have otherwise been, you know, maybe moved a little bit slower on. Sometimes with earth energies, you know, they do take things slower than others. So if you are dealing with, you know, a different kind of energy like an air sign or a fire sign, they usually, though they move pretty quickly, especially with fire signs, like, because they don't necessarily have that logic. They're usually doing things with passion and emotion all the time. I say that the Fool is usually associated with the sign of Aries. But because they're not afraid to take new beginnings, they're not afraid to kind of just, you know, let things go, move on, and if it doesn't work out, okay, well, move on to the next thing. So the Fool coming out is just really saying that there is going to be fast moving energy, there's going to be fast moving communication that's going to be coming in, there is going to be an offer that's going to be coming in very quickly, and that you shouldn't be afraid of it, that you should be, you know, that you need to take a chance, you need to, you know, do something maybe that you have been afraid of doing before because of past hurt or because you have been hurt in the past. So it might be something that's scary, but at the same time, it's going to be something that is going to be bringing you happiness. And I mean, we'll find that out, I guess, more so as we go. But like I said, all about new beginnings, taking chances, taking that leap. So that's weird. Okay, so we've got the divine guidance. This would be the Judgment card, or sorry, the Justice card that in the normal deck. So Libra energy, but Justice is basically a lot of the time, you know, coming to a decision about something. So it can be an authoritative figure. Sometimes it can be like, you know, somebody that's in an authority decision or making a decision, like a boss or something like that. But and it says on this, like, search for the meaning of life, consider an alternative approach, surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So I think in this, it could be saying that perhaps in the past, maybe you know, sometimes they say that you kind of are who you hang out with or whatever. I mean, maybe this is just calling to listen to guidance that, you know, people might be giving you, whether maybe it's this tarot reading or something like that. It's, oh, there's a puppy. I never noticed that before. There's a little puppy down here in the corner. But like you can see, like with him, he's kind of like dressed like the Pope almost. So somebody, like I said, who knows, or not to say the Pope knows everything, but like, you know, somebody that is in authority. So if you have been dealing with something in the justice system or whatever, this is basically, you know, justice being served in your favor. But in this particular deck, it is, you know, saying take guidance that somebody's giving you. If somebody's giving you good advice, make sure that you're taking the good advice. Because then after that we have the Ace of Wands. So another, it's so funny because I was just talking about Aries and their passion, and you having a new pentacle. So we had the Ace of Pentacles, and with the Ace of Wands right along with that, then, like, I mean, that's a fantastic combination. So with the Ace of Wands, that's a new passionate beginning. That's a so you've got a new solid beginning that's in the making, and a new passionate beginning that's in the making, which are two perfect things to coincide together, because, you know, you want to have that groundedness, but also you want to have that fun and excitement and passion. The Ace of Wands can oftentimes mean a new intimate relationship, just because it is, like, you know, it's a wand, and if you in like the regular Rider-Waite deck, the wands kind of look like, you know, and I'm not really gonna say, you know, anyway, that's kind of what, like, it's passion, because they're all about passion. But funny enough, so of course, again, so the Ace of Wands, very much Aries energy. But we have twice the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands are both here. Oh, look, it's an air balloon. I'd love to go in an air balloon sometime. I love these cards. So the Six of Wands, so being victorious, riding into victory, having the decision that you made or the movement that you made forward, being victorious, being recognized for the hard work that you've put in, finally having that sense of freedom and happiness, and it all being, you know, with a passionate new beginning coming in. That's beautiful. What a great reading. This is like one of the happier ones. Okay, so going into March, I feel again. So okay, we weren't going to avoid the angst. It just wasn't going to happen. So we've got the Five of Ariel, which is the Five of Pentacles. So feeling like you are being left out in the cold about a situation, or the fear that you're going to be left out in the cold about a situation because of a new beginning. So again, up here we had the Fool. We've got the Fool again. This is the same card again. That's why I like using several different decks, just because they give us a lot of clarity when they come out like that. So I think that still look, and there's a little doggy in this one too. I think that you're still feeling that anxiety that if you are to make a new life for yourself, whether that be moving or jumping into a relationship that seems like it's moving too fast, that because of your some like I said, some past trauma or past hurt, you are feeling like you are making yourself more susceptible to being left out in the cold and being left alone. On this card, it says you need to go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you have met somebody and you feel that towards going into March, you feel that those negative feelings are coming out, I get that way. Anytime I meet somebody new and everything seems to be going really, really, really well, it's like I just start thinking, oh my God, are they messing around already or not telling me something, da 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 da. But a lot of the time that might not actually be happening. And though by thinking that way, you're creating something that may not have happened. You might be creating something that's not, that's not there. So just really be careful with that, just because everything else was so happy about this new offer that's going to be coming in and this new beginning, that I don't see that they're going to be leaving you out in the cold. And I don't see that you have to worry about this, because right after that, again, we've got the Fool. So again, it's saying, make sure that you are careful about feeling this way, this internal conflict. Take the leap of faith. If you need to, meditate on it, there is going to be a light that's going to be shone, that's going to shine, it's going to be shown to you. So basically, like the Hermit or Virgo energy, and again, the Fool, again, picking up some Aries energy there is going to be light shone on the situation. And you will not be left out in the cold. You are not going to, and if it is finances, like this is really just saying, don't let that internal conflict deter you from taking a leap. Think about it. Just think about it, because here it is again, the Page of Cups. So an offer of love, somebody giving you that cup, somebody that is, wanting to give you a cup of love. And then we've got the Tower. So with the Tower, a lot of the time what that means, well, oftentimes, anytime what that means, and is that you have to tear something down in order to rebuild it. So sometimes the universe steps in and it tears something down for you that you weren't willing to do on your own. So I think what this is saying is that if you aren't willing to make these changes yourself. Because whatever this offer that's coming in, I feel it's going to be a really good one that is really going to be bringing you like happiness and success and fulfillment and groundedness, especially with all these on the bottoms of the deck for the overall. I think that what this is saying is that if you don't on your own take this leap of faith, that the universe is just going to do it for you regardless. So it's almost kind of like it's not giving you a choice. And the tower doesn't always have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, you know, your house is going to burn down or whatever. Although me working in the insurance business oftentimes do use that sometimes as kind of a metaphor. Like, you know, insurance is great because sometimes as long as everybody was safe and you have your, you know, your personal everything, you know, sometimes when your home burns down, you're able to rebuild something much better from it. With your insurance, right? As long as you've got that insurance, which I feel like you do. I feel like you have been patiently waiting for your harvest to come in. So I don't think that this tower is a bad thing. I think that this is just the universe saying that it's very warm too, for whatever reason, that you know, something is going to happen that's going to bring light to the situation, you know, to help you be able to make that choice about this new emotional offer that's coming in. So yeah, don't see this as a bad thing, because I think that you're just going to make the decision on your own anyway, because I mean, the Fool came out a couple of times throughout this month. So this is going to be an ongoing thing, you know. First, there's going to be kind of a grounded offer. Then there's going to be like this emotional offer. There's going to be this passionate offer, or new beginnings, offers, new beginnings, offers. And then there's just going to be this, and also, like, I mean, the towers is basically something that happens sudden, you know. It could be that you move quickly or something that you're just moving quickly. It could mean that you win the lottery. It can be anything. It's just something that just happens. It happens fast, and there is a lot of fast moving energy, and I think that makes you uncomfortable because you're a Taurus. So your grounded energy, you like being grounded, but I think that too, like, I mean, depending on what else you have in your chart, you know, that can mean a lot. So just like I said, we already have the Queen of Cups under there. We have the Ace of Pentacles again. We've got the King of Swords again. We've got the Fool again. So all the same cards that just came from under there. What do we have here? We've got the Three of Wands. So, you know, your ship's coming in. You know, your wise planning having paid off. We've got the Justice there again. And then we've got the Hanged Man. So there's that stuck energy. Page of Air could potentially be somebody watching you on social media, or just like, you know, communication coming in, message coming in, clear communication. Then we've got the King of Fire, King of Wands again, and then the Queen of Water right under that again. So pretty much the same cards all over again. So that's kind of cool. I love that. I love tarot. It's so much fun. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, guys, there's only a little bit of mental blockage, I think, going on. I think you know. I think that you're smart. I think that you guys, you're, like I said, you're grounded. You know what you want. Like, I mean, you're going to be victorious. Like, obviously victorious. You're obviously going to start this new passionate beginning, because it's going to be bringing you, you know, Pentacles. Be watching out for the love reading, because I'm really interested to see where this story is going to go. And I'm really excited to do your March reading to kind of find out where we're going with this. So hopefully this is going to be an ongoing story. I hope with all my signs, it's going to be kind of an ongoing story. It kind of seems that way with most of my clients. It's fun for me too. Anyway, I hope this resonated with somebody, or if you know anybody that it might resonate with, then please like share, or, you know, like and share and subscribe so that you can keep up to date with all of my new videos that I'm going to be trying to get out as fast as I can. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you have yourself a fantastic rest of your February. I will talk to you soon. Mwah.